The book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and kept his wrath forever. I want to start off by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp. All right, and I started off with that scripture because I wanted to go into this lesson. All right, and basically, it's going into Dallas. Okay, I'm from Dallas. I was born there or whatever, and it is what it is. None of these cities are our cities. So to speak. But we lived there. And but anyway, I came. We have lived there and whatever. It is what it is. They all steeped in wickedness, and we don't have any attachments to this place. We seek a new city. We seek a city wherein dwelleth righteousness. Okay, a city to come. We have no continuing city here. People that and those of you wicked jakes that fight over these lands and kill each other over these lands that belong to your oppressors, man. The Lord got you in a trick bag, man. You wake up, man. But anyway, moving on, man. Okay, and I came across this little documentary, man. This article in this documentary, which matter of fact, yeah, okay. So here go the documentary right here, right? It's called "The Ugly Story of South Dallas." A new documentary explores the history of segregation, discriminatory policies, and racially motivated bombings that shaped 2 neighborhoods. Okay, and this is put out May 11, 2016. So this is not a new thing, but and I kind of came across this information before, and I don't believe I did a lesson on it. So I just want to go into it here briefly, okay, and get some key points. So I'm gonna read this here, read some of it, okay. Jim Crow segregation, discriminatory housing policies, racial violence. These are inescapable elements of America's urban history. In every city, it's the same story, manifesting in a different way. A new documentary explores how these forces shape South Dallas, which still faces economic and social disparities. And many places still face social and economic disparities, man. Okay, where so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans don't live in the same condition as their Edomite counterparts. You feel me? All right, which would be you Edomites or you so-called white people. Okay, all right, the seed of Esau, Edom, the brother of Jacob. Okay, a new documentary explores how these forces shape South Dallas. Okay, compared to the city's north, it is the history of Dallas, and you want to have an appreciation for the city that you live in beyond this rosy history that everyone knows and talks about. Craig Welfin, the film's director and trained architect, told Art and Seek magazine, "It's important that we recognize these things, blah blah blah." Okay. The film Bonton Plus Ideal is named after 2 historically black South Dallas locales. In it, residents of these neighborhoods recount what it was like growing up in rickety housing, without amenities like running water, electricity, playgrounds, good schools, and public services. These residences were built on the Trinity River floodplain, which means that the floods were routine. South Dallas was sand. When the wind blew, it would leave a hole in the road. When it would rain, that hole would fill up with water. Willard Dotson, who lived in the area, says in the film, when it rained hard, Bear Street looked like a river. And yeah, that's how you pronounce that, Bear Street, right? So let's get this scripture. Okay. And this is how Esau does us, man. Okay? This is how Esau does you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the reason I'm even doing this lesson, because first I was watching it and I was like, this, that, and the other. But I came across the screenshot, the screen, and I want you brothers and sisters, to see this in a second here. All right, Deuteronomy 32 and 26. Okay, I said I would scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. So this is what the Most High did. In fact, let me see. 32 and yeah, man. The 32 and 15, man. But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook the Most High, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. So basically, the Lord was taking care of us. You see, it tells you right here what he did to us, the good things, all the good things he did. Made him around the high places and eat this and have honey and, have all these things. The Lord gave us everything. But when we had too much, we started looking at the Most High like he wasn't nothing and started worshiping other gods, right? Okay. And then so the Lord put us into these, but it's all a part of the curses, man. It's all a part of the curses. Okay. All right, so let me show you brothers and sisters this screen that I saw. Okay, and then we'll get some more stuff on this, man. Okay, so Salaki, here goes. See. Okay, so it's not showing. Okay, there it goes, Salaki. So it says here, right? So this is a letter that was sent to the Dallas Morning News. It says, in regard to the Negro house being blown up, which he had purchased in the white section, he knew better than to buy it in the first place. I blame the real estate man for selling the Negro man the house. He ought to have lived in the Negro section and see how he would like it. So basically, that's what she's saying about the real estate man, to make him live with the Negroes. Here are some Bible scriptures that should clear up a lot of people's minds. Genesis 9:25, Deuteronomy 20:11, and Joshua 9:23-28. And these are the scriptures that this lady used, and that Christians used back during those times, and for a long time, to justify the things they did to the children of Israel, man. So let's read some of these scriptures. Deuteronomy 9 and what she say? 9 and 25. And he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. Wait a minute now. We ain't Canaan. Okay. Let's see. Bible. Ham. Let's see if I can find it on here. Yeah. Zondervan by the Bible Dictionary. Negroes are not from the line of Ham. Let's read it. This is perhaps one of the best known references found within a major publication. The choice of words indicates that Negroes are from the line of Shem, Ham. Perhaps hot. Ham means hot. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. His indecency when his father lay drunk and brought a curse upon Canaan. So when she pulls out this scripture, this don't apply to the Negroes, so-called Negroes, okay, right? Let's look at that again. I blame the real estate man for selling the Negro man the house. But then she's quoting the scripture, Genesis 9:25, which says, cursed shall be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be. So wait a minute now. What that got to do with what you was doing to the children of Israel? See, y'all, these people justify what they did to us, man. You see? Let's get this. I think it's Psalms 52. Okay. Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take of my covenant in thy mouth? Yeah, what do you Edomites have to do with the Bible? Don't quote scriptures, because you're quoting them wrong and using them to justify your wickedness. Verse 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. That's right, you hate instruction, because those people that had servants was told to pay their servants, to not defraud their servants. You see? Don't hold back the hire of your servant, okay? Servants were supposed to have certain things, man. You know, and you didn't give that to your servants. You know. Verse 18, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit, calling us Canaanites. And we gonna get the rest of them scriptures too that they put on that screen. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Yeah, because you slandering the children of Israel, calling them Canaanites, justifying what you did to them. Yeah, bull crap. Psalms 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. So this is what the Most High is going to do, okay? This is what the Most High is going to do. He's going to reprove thee. He's going to correct you Edomites in a very harsh manner, and he's going to set the children of Israel in order right before your eyes. You're going to see the children of Israel brought back, okay? And you're seeing it now, and it's going to even happen on a grander scale, okay? Right before your destruction, when the elect are caught up into the chariots. Deuteronomy 20 and 11 is another scripture she put up there. And it shall be, now let's read it 10. When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace, and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. Wait a minute now. This is what was being said to the children of Israel, right? So what? So now all of a sudden, y'all Israelites? These Edomites, these false Christians use these scriptures to justify the wickedness they did to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and you people still uphold this cotton, this grape juice drinking Christianity, man. And sweet Jesus, the other white meat, man. You see, because that ain't his name, But you can't tell a coon that. Now let's read this other scripture she posted, Joshua 9 and 23. Okay. And this is talking about Canaanites. These people were the who was it? The Gibeonites. Okay. Because they were taking over the land of Canaan during the book of Joshua. Okay. And let's see, I think it was the Gibeonites. They lied and said that they would live close by, or that they lived far away. Yeah, Gibeonites, the inhabitants of Gibeon, but they were still all Canaanites. The whole land of Canaan, okay, was what the children of Israel was taking over, the land of Canaan. So these were sons of Canaan, okay. These were of the family lineage of Canaan, okay. Or they were Hamites, let me say that, but the land was called the land of Canaan, if I'm not mistaken, right? So let's read this. Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you really. So like I said, they pretended to be coming from a long journey with messed up, they put on old messed up shoes, and they brought old moldy bread and brought old dusty water pitchers, and they was like, oh, we don't have anything, have mercy, let us, make a covenant with us that you'll protect us. And then they tricked Joshua, okay. They tricked the Israelites, and so the Israelites was like, all right, cool. Then they found out later, man, you niggas live right up the street. So now that's where we at. So Joshua 9 and 23. Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall, I'll read 22. And Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, wherefore have ye beguiled us, saying, we are very far from you, when ye dwell among us? You live around the corner. Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you be free from being bondmen, and hewers of wood, and drawers of water for the house of my power. And they answered Joshua and said, because it was certainly told thy servants how that Yahweh thy power commanded his servant Moses to give you all the land, and to destroy all the inhabitants of the land from before you. Therefore we were sore afraid of our lives because of you, and have done this thing. So they're insinuating that we are Canaanites. You see? Which couldn't be farther from the truth, man. Even according to them fake Jews, dictionaries like we just read. Okay, now let's play some more of this. Oh, Salaki. I don't think it was recording anything. Let me see something. Okay. It wasn't recording no audio.
Eugene and Pine.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Salaki.
You know, the Bonton area is the area where blacks who lived on Eugene and Pine Street and other areas to communities north of Hatcher fled when whites started bombing their homes on those streets.
Now it
Yeah, so as you can see, that's what they did to you Negroes when you started to try to branch out. You know, they bombed you and justified it.
had been rumored that it was originally called Bum Town. As blacks started to come home from the war,
Now it makes sense if it was called Bombtown, because that's how they speak. You know, that's how Jake speak. Jake have an accent. You know, bomb time, bomb time, bomb time. You know, see, because that's how they talk in Texas. It's going down. They don't say it's going down. It's going down. You know what I'm talking about? It's going down. So if they said bomb time, you know, or bomb time, it will make sense. It makes sense. You know, that somebody probably said that and it caught on and became, you know, what it was, you know, the name of it, bomb time. You know, bomb time. So anyway, it makes sense.
they didn't want to live in the ghetto anymore. So as they moved out, you start having bombings over in South Dallas. People would buy houses, and the next night, somebody would throw dynamite into their house and blow up the house. And so, you know, bring in that fear. They lived through it. And eventually, it stopped.
Problem of minorities in South Dallas being settled American way. Miniature Sudetenland, Sudetenland caused by Negro infiltration to be ended by purchase of houses by whites. They are settling minorities' problems the American way. Negro families have been slowly filtering over the Eugene Street boundary behind blah blah blah. Threatening to flank the white school, a miniature Sudetenland. A band of moderate whites hold the reins. They have decided to see what money, brains, and a little racial cooperation can do.
But the rocking of the kids going to Lincoln High School, the bus got.
South Dallas threatens violence if Negro High School reopen. You see, serious danger of bloodshed scene. Delegation warns school board. So it just shows you how they feel about you, man. Okay. See if I can find that. Isaiah 47. Okay. And 1, because this is what's coming to you, you Edomites, okay? You Edomites, okay, which is called the daughter of, where you live is called the daughter of Babylon, and you are the daughter of the Chaldeans, okay? Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is America, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, not ancient Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That's right, because Yahweh Shai, who is the right hand of the Most High, is coming back with vengeance, and he's coming back in his glorified body with the chariots of heaven, aka also known as the UFOs to you heathen, okay, which are the chariots of Israel. He's coming back to destroy you. Verse 4, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, meaning Yahweh of armies. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Okay, They didn't show us no mercy, man. They never gonna show us no mercy, man. Every time we try to separate from them, okay, as a nation, we get bombed the hell out. This ain't the first time or the last time. You know, you always hear about this, man. You're seeing this in this documentary. You see the same thing in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's see here, Black Wall Street. I think that's what it was called, right? Tulsa's Black Wall Street flourished as a self-contained hub, and it's called the Massacre of Black Wall Street. And you know, and we've heard about this, man. Killed as many as 300 black Tulsans, which are the Israelites, okay? Leaving thousands homeless. There were no persecutions of the instigators. Almost a century later, there have been no reparations, man. Like I just read earlier in Psalms 50, okay? Thou has, you know, I gotta read it again now. Because the Lord kept silent, like it just said, over 50 years later, or whatever, there haven't been no reparations, man. So Esau think he done. Esau think he got away, man. These things has thou done, and I kept silence. So since he kept silence, this is what they thought. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. Y'all think the Most High is really with y'all. We've been killing these niggas all this time, and ain't nothing happened. Well, we know about the golden rule. You reap what you sow, but ain't nothing happened. So I guess the Lord's with us. He want us to have them in captivity. They really think that they God's people because, because the Israelites are going to be able to take other nations into captivity with no repercussions. So they thinking, well, we must be the people because we've taken these niggas into captivity all these years and killed them and robbed them and raped them and murdered them, and ain't nothing happened to us. Okay. Verse 50 and 21, Psalms 50 and 21, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. The Lord got you in a trick bag, man. The Lord got you in a trick bag, okay? The Lord let you do that for a time, but Zechariah 1, and let me see. Zechariah 1 and 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. And you Edomites, you rest of you heathen, y'all at ease, man. Y'all at ease, man. Y'all in y'all kingdom, man. Especially you Edomites. You damn immigrants, man. You heathen immigrants, man, come here and you get stipends, you get little money checks to open up businesses. And y'all at ease, man. Got little stores and shit in the hood, selling niggas blunts and pork. You know what I mean? And getting all type of money off of Jake. Okay. Verse Zechariah 1 and 15, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. You see? So y'all help forward the affliction. You see? Y'all help forward the affliction of the children of Israel, man. The Lord was just a little bit displeased. But y'all took it to a whole nother level. And you're going to have to pay for that. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you heathens are going to have to pay for that. Okay? But yeah, I'm going to have to mix this video together because it wasn't playing the audio from the video the first time, so I had to do some more things. But anyway, as you can see, maybe I ain't really watched too much of this yet. But you see it, I downloaded that documentary, so. But you can watch it when you click on that link. You know what I mean? Click on that link, you can watch it. Yeah, I closed it. But Hey, Lord willing, I'll put it in the description. So anyway, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Harakak double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. I pray this lesson was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.